Hey guys, welcome back. This is B-Side Investing. This is our 100k challenge. I just did the Hive video just before this, a couple hours ago, so check that out as well. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Please always do your DD and fact check what anyone says. So let's get into it. Currently we're sitting at 5172.79. Now this is because obviously I said I would put in more money next week, but I couldn't let the chance go. I wanted to add more positions in DeFi and Bitfarm, so I did it I guess a week earlier, but it just happened. So let's see. I put $400 in, and right, so what I bought was Bitfarm at this was early morning, like around 10:55, 11 a.m. So I purchased 45 shares at 447. Right now it's down a bit. It went all the way down to 401 for like low fours because of the Biden news. So I'll just cover that right after this. So I think at 447, mid four, low fours, I would like it's a really good buying opportunity because Bitfarms, they finished, or supposedly last week they have finished filing the Form 40F, which is the final one for NASDAQ listing. So like I said in the previous videos, to get to the NASDAQ listing, it takes about 5 to 6 weeks for that all that to run its course, and we should be seeing the NASDAQ listing news by end of May. So right now I'm just gonna slowly load up more on Bitfarm if it stays under or around mid fours. So yeah, I'm gonna add some position here. So I started a position in DeFi today. I said that last week I was gonna do it. So it did run up. I could have gotten it at low ones, but 140s. Yeah, it's still a good price. I'm not a short-term investor, so I don't really care about the price movement right now. Just want to average down the best I can. So I'll be holding this most likely for a few, like 3, 4, 5 years. So yeah, and so I got 132 shares, and then I added 7 more shares. So get me to 139 shares at 143 price average. Right, and if we go to the portfolio, we can see here. This is a mistake. We're not really up 3% because of the addition of $400. We're down 3. So I want to say about 6 or 7%. We're down. Yeah. So nothing much has changed. But today, Banxa really held its gains today. So we did see a drop, but towards the close, it came back up to 7.5%. So yeah, let's go towards Hive. I did do the video on Hive, so there's not much to cover here. So gonna move away from here to Hut, and Hut, it's kind of disappointing because Bitcoin is kind of going down right now. So from about, let's see, what did it open at? About here, 9:30-ish, about 55, all the way down to 52. So we are down about 4%, I would say. And Ethereum seems to be really just kind of like just running away from Bitcoin in terms of like the price, because Bitcoin right now is like around, if you look at it here, the highs is like 65 and it's at 52, so about 12 and some change, 12k some change away from the high. And then Ethereum today, it just hit the high today, so set a new price target, price all-time high of 26.46, and we are still we were just closed at previous high of 25.49, was it? Yeah. So we'll see what happens overnight, but most of the stocks are kind of recovering from the Biden news. So what was the Biden news? Right, the Biden news was the proposal to double the capital gain tax for the wealthy, so people who make over $1 million in capital gains. So right here, and it'll be 43.4%, but it is actually 39.6, and then plus the Obamacare 3 point something percent, and totaling 43.4. So if you add your not province, state tax, it'll probably run up to like 50+% tax on capital gain. So yeah, now you have to realize this is just a proposal, and he will address this next week. So we'll see what he has to say. It's gonna be really hard to approve this. I don't know if it'll get approved because this is really, really high. But I don't, yeah, this is not that good, but maybe at a lower rate we may see an approval, because it does make sense for inflation. Kind of defers government to print less money and then use the tax money to pay off some of the social. The proposal here, like the $2 trillion to cover unemployment and all that. I'm missing the word for that right now. Yeah, so let's see. So Bitfarm had a news today. So they announced their participation at the H.C. Wainwright Cryptocurrency and Blockchain FinTech Conference. This is on 27th of April, so in 5 days. And this is a virtual event, so you can check it out. You can check out the details in this article here. And yeah, so the next one was, let's get into DigiHost. DigiHost kind of took a hit as well, 5%. They're also in the same conference. They'll be there too. So yeah. Right. All right. Bingo was up 15% today in the morning. It opened really, really pre-market. It was up like 10%, so which was really, really good. The bad news kind of like took away the gains from the past, well, today morning and then yesterday. So they just, yeah, that just kind of crashed that. But we are seeing some recovery. So hopefully this kind of continues, and we don't know what will happen next week. So hopefully this gain continues until then. So yeah, they did have a news today. That's why they jumped. So if you look, I'm just going to read the first paragraph, but because this thing is really, really amazing, what they're accomplishing. So Bingo announced today the publication of a study that analyzed the mechanisms of DNA replication, a fundamental process of cell growth implicated in cancer that was previously hard to study in human genomes. So we're talking about cancer cells here. The study, led by Dr. Nicholas Rind from the University of Massachusetts Medical School, with an international team of scientists from France, Canada, and the US, described a method combining OGM with Bingo's Sapphire system with a labeling method developed by the scientist. So the Sapphire-based method was capable of determining the timing, speed, and origin of DNA replication in human cells at a coverage level that is now thousands of times higher than what earlier methods such as nanopore sequencing allowed. The breakthrough quality and quantity of single molecule data generated by Sapphire in this study illustrates the importance of novel technologies such as OGM in driving a wave of big biology and innovation in genomics. I think that kind of sums up this part. If you want to get into details, you want to go all the way down and read through it. But yeah, really, really amazing news there. So yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I want to see if Banxa, I forgot to check Banxa's, if there's any news with Banxa. Right, they're also doing a virtual event. I think that was that. So if you look at the timing, around 1 p.m., most of the stocks just started to fall. I I think this is also true for, I don't think Bingo did it, but let's see, Immersion, yeah, around 1 p.m. No news for Immersion yet, and right now the crypto stocks are really cheap. Did we check NDA, Neptune Digital? Neptune Digital also down throughout the day. Can't help it because of Bitcoin price. Yeah, so not much news there. We are also seeing Jesus. Yeah, so pretty much yesterday's gain kind of just tumbling the stock down today. Minus 12, minus 7, and yeah, I think Voyager was also down. So Voyager.cn 11% down. Yeah, so the main started around. Okay, this one drastically dropped around 140 when the news actually hit. Before then, it was just a rumor. So yeah. So I think that's it for this one. Hopefully, I'm not mistaking anything. Yeah. And please feel free to like and subscribe. Please do your own research, right? With the Biden news, we'll know more next week when he addresses it himself. And I don't think the proposal is going to go through. Like 50%, about like 50% plus on capital gain tax. I don't think the rich people are going to, like, I don't think that's going to happen. Like, that's just my opinion, obviously. We'll know more next week. This was kind of surprise. I don't know why, or like it just happened after like 2 consecutive days of like in the positive for like the spec stocks. I guess today morning as well. But if we didn't have the positive days, I don't know how much lower these stocks would have gone. Like they would have just tumbled down way more. So at least we had a bit of a cushion to kind of take the blow. Yeah, so I think that's it for this one. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.